welcome, Boss Nail Babes. I'm so happy to have you here. I see a lot of friendly faces. I see a lot of new faces on our all-team meeting. We try to have one of these all-team meetings at the end of the month every month. This is a relatively new thing, but we have fun every time we do it. We get to hang out. We get to talk updates. And I do have some new exciting news to share with all of you. And we will do a little bit of recognition at the end of the call. So just to keep things really organized, which is not my specialty, I'm going to talk about new stuff that's upcoming, announcements, any news. We're going to have a quick discussion on sales and nail bars. And then we're going to finish it up with some recognition or recognizing some of our really hard workers. All right, so the best news ever. Well, first I want to share some other news that's not the best news ever, but it is current, and it's something that we need to talk about on our team space. If you're not already in Danette's group, she did announce to all of her downline today that Danette is leaving Color Street. It's just a personal decision that she's made to benefit herself and her family. I wish her well. Danette and I are very close. We're still very cool. We talked last night. We talk all day today. We still shoot the breeze, but it's a decision that she had to make for herself. And so just wanted to be out there. I know that sometimes if you don't address things like this when they happen, people will gossip or they'll make up stories. And Danette is not in any trouble, has nothing to do with anything other than this was a personal decision for herself and the best choice for her family. All right. So that being said, we want to work with the people that want to be here. It has been a tough couple of months. This is the time now where you really need to think, why did I start with Color Street? Like, what was so amazing about the product that made me have to sign up where I wanted to be a stylist? And sometimes you have to sort of recommit yourself to the business. Do you want to be here? And if you don't, that's okay too. I would rather know. And you could even leave this Zoom meeting if this isn't something that you want to do. But whatever it is that you want to do, I want you to feel supported. I want you to feel loved. No one ever needs to feel pressured. And you have to make the right choice for yourself and your family, whatever that may be. So going forward, am I going to miss Danette on this team? Absolutely. She's a crack up. Does it really severely impact my business? It does not. I'm here to make money. I run this business like a CEO. Will I have to rebuild a leg? You bet your damn ass I will. Do I have those skills? And did I already build a team to get myself here? Again, you bet your ass I did, and I can do it again. And so it's just going to come down to doing the same things that I did to build myself in the first place, which involves hosting parties, enrolling, hosting parties, enrolling. So I'm not above any of you that are out there working your business, and I have to do those things too. And I'm excited, honestly, for what the future is going to bring. And this just opens up a little bit more time. I know there's other Danettes out there, people that I now get to work with, that I have a little bit more time in my day. So I'm actually looking forward to fresh blood, new blood, and making sure that we're working with the people that really want to be here. All right, so I did want to address that. Moving on, the part that's really like the most important part of this call tonight, I'm so excited to bring it up, is what we're going to be introducing here in a few days. Ideally, June 6th is our kickoff date, but it could be the 7th or the 8th, depending. We are going to offer what's called a jumpstart group. Okay, I know, before you say anything and it moans and groans, you guys, I fought this for like months and months. I was like, not one more freaking group. I refuse to do another group. I'm done with groups. Groups are stupid. I hate groups, okay? But let's realize that we don't need to have all these groups in the first place, okay? So we don't need to be adding our people into all these crazy groups. And honestly, unless you're an executive or above, you should not have your own team group space. You really shouldn't. If you haven't built yourself to executive or senior executive, you don't need to be spending the time running a group. You need to be spending the time working your business. You should be utilizing Boss Nail Babes as your group space and your group tool for people to find information. So that's a big one. Because there's a lot of people out there with groups and I'm like, oh no, baby, like you need to work your business. You can do a group later on. But what this Jumpstart group is going to be is basically, it's going to be a place for anyone in their first 95 days to get consistent, slow, and steady training by me and by the top leaders that are like senior executive directors and above. Okay, so what does this mean for you? It means that you only need to now focus on learning the business, learning to sell, learning to host parties, enrolling conversation. Boom. Then they roll into this Jumpstart group, and I will onboard your people. Lacey will onboard your people. Kristen Pockris will onboard your people. We're going to train them for you. So all of you that have been holding back on like, oh, I know people that want the business, I just don't feel confident in being able to train them. I get it, sister. I get it. If you're still learning the business, we shouldn't be asking you to train people when you're still learning. So this, I think, is going to open up a lot of doors for you to build your teams, because it's going to take away a huge stressor. And a lot of times I talk to people and they're like, I would enroll, I just don't feel confident training. I don't feel confident onboarding. So this will be slow and systematic. It'll be little things. Like today, we're going to focus on road to success. Watch these 2 videos. Let us know how it goes. Day 2, we're going to watch this 1 video in the app. We're going to focus on this paragraph in road to success. Let us know how it goes. So it's going to be really slow. It's a 14-week program. So if you have really accelerated learners, once they're in the group, they can skip forward to more advanced weeks if they want to. All right. And so we will slowly start to add all of you into this group. And as you're enrolling people, we're going to want to make sure that they are being added into the group. This is not just for people that are enrolling now. There are a lot of people on this team that I'm aware of that need a refresher. Maybe you didn't have, maybe you're like me, like I didn't have anybody teaching me any of this business. I didn't have somebody properly onboarding me. I didn't have anybody telling me what to do. So anyone can access this Jumpstart group, okay? So I'd encourage you all to jump in there and see what it's about and use it as a reboot. Even if you think you know this business, maybe you're a team leader or director, I think we all could use a little refresher on the basics, because later on, when you're not a team leader or director, you're going to be helping us run this group when you're like a senior executive director or above. So absolutely get your people in here. Absolutely put yourself in the group and see the slow training. There's new videos in the app, new trainings in the app all the time that I need this as a refresher too, to reteach myself some of the basics and see what we're wanting our stylists to do, okay? So I think it's gonna be a game changer for all of us. I want it to take a load off your plate. I feel like there's a lot going on, and what we need in this team is systems. We need things to stop with the stress. We need things to be systematic and stuff like that. So I hope to be rolling that out here very, very soon. And Lacey, myself, Kristen Pockris, and a few other higher level leaders are going to be in there to answer questions, help with the engagement, make sure that everyone has a place, if they're new or they need a reboot, where they feel welcomed and their questions are answered and they have a place for engagement. So you guys should not be running 18 chats. You should not be feeling like you have to message people 18 times a day, because there's going to be a place for these people to learn and grow with other new stylists just like them, okay? Now, it doesn't mean that you enroll someone and you forget them. That's not the case. Anyone that enrolls someone will have to at least be doing a weekly accountability call. That's a quick 15-minute phone call. That's asking what they learned for the week, seeing how they're doing. That's getting some time with the person that you enrolled, but it is not a coaching call. You don't need to be training them, because your leaders are going to be training them in the Jumpstart group, but it is checking in with them. It is engaging with them. It is having some conversations, and we'll provide examples of what like an accountability call would be like, but y'all can do that. You can enroll someone and check in on them once or twice a week with a 10-minute phone call. You can do a voice message through a chat. So this, I hope, I'm really excited to do this. I was very against it for a long time because I hate all the groups, but really now all I'm going to focus on is making sure people are added into Boss Nail Babes. That's still going to be the main hubbub. That's the team page where you see what's happening and everything else. If they're a new stylist, they'll then be added into this new Jumpstart group, okay, where we're going to train them all the way up until team leader. If they're doing the things that we teach them in this group, step by step by step, and they're hosting, like they should already have their first 2 nail bars in their first week or 2. If they're doing this program, just baby steps. By the time they're done with the program, they should be at team leader at 95 days in Jumpstart. If they're not, if they're slow, if they want to take their time, they can stay in the group for 6 months if they want to. We're not going to kick anyone out. If they're ready to be a higher level leader, we hope to then create what's called an emerging leaders group. That will be for team leaders and directors, because your job title kind of shifts when you hit the role of team leader and director. So brand new babies up until team leader in this new stylist Jumpstart group, okay? Let your higher level leaders train them. Let's take a load off of you, because let's face it, if you're up until director, you're still learning this business. You're still learning how to run a successful business and to manage your time. Enrolling and onboarding is a lot to ask of you at that point. Senior directors and above probably should start being comfortable with enrolling and onboarding themselves. Then if you want to progress, or your stylists want to progress and become more than a team leader, we're eventually going to create an emerging leaders group. That's just going to be for team leaders and directors. And then senior directors and above can then rotate into one of our road to executive groups, where we're working with people that want big money. They want stuff pockets. They want to hit that executive big money. And they're willing to do the work to get there. We do have a few special, like, high level leaders that are helping run the road to executive group. So those are going to be the systems we have in place. Everyone will have a place. Everyone will have a group. Everyone will belong somewhere in a little niche. So you don't need to be having 18 million chats. You don't need to be in the chats all day long, because people are going to have a place. They're going to have a place. Okay. Any questions? Throw it in the chat. I'm very, very excited for it. I'm new to it too, so I'll be bumbling through this. It's not like I'm an expert doing this, but I'm aware that we need it for our team space. And I know a lot of stylists are overwhelmed, and this is what's been holding them back on enrolling. Is the meeting capped at 100 participants? No, I paid for the 300, I think. Are there people that cannot get in?
Yeah, there's a limit, and there are people having trouble getting in right now.
Oh. Well, I don't know how to add it on. Let's see. Well, I apologize. We will post it as soon as we get off, I suppose. Please apologize to them. Last time, I don't even think we had 100 people on, so it wasn't an issue. Moving forward, Jumpstart Group is coming. Also, conference is coming in July, you guys. And guess what happens when we have conference? We get announced the new trip earning period. So if you've been in a lull, or you need to be doing things, or you've taken a little bit of a break, the end of July is when we begin our next trip earning period. Okay. That means you guys can earn a free trip to wherever Color Street, first it was Cancun, then it was Punta Cana. So we're going to be announced, it will be announced at conference when our next trip earning period is. And it's usually the end of July to January. So if you're wanting to ramp up your business, parties and enrolling are going to be your ticket. Okay. So let's start getting our systems in motion, learning our systems, begin, refreshing on things that we need to, because that's very, very exciting. And I want as many of you as possible to be able to earn that trip and go on a trip together. Last, before we do some recognition, I do want to remind everyone, I'm hearing from a bunch of other leaders too. It's not just us, and it's not just Color Street, you guys. This is why I say, like, I always say it's a gold mine here. Like the comp plan, what we're sitting on with Color Street is a gold mine. And the grass isn't greener somewhere else. I just want to say that, like, the grass is green where you water it. And if you want to work a business, or if you want to be successful in direct sales, no matter where you go, you will have to work. There's no direct sales company where it's like, enroll, make quick money. It's the same zebra, it's different stripes. Okay. So no matter where you go, you're going to have to work. But a lot of times people, especially recently, we are a COVID team. And what does that mean? That means that I enrolled right before COVID hit. The end of October, early November, just started getting my business started, and then bam, COVID hit. And so a lot of you came in during a time when there was nothing in stock on the website. We couldn't host a damn nail bar because there was nothing for people to order on a link from. So everyone focused on their VIP groups. VIP group, in-person sales, buy my stock, live sale, buy my stock, VIP group, keep your algorithm up. No one was really learning that nail bars are the bread and butter of this business. And nail bars are what we should be doing. And it's nail bars that grows our warm market, and it's nail bars that help us to enroll. So now we're in a place where things are opening up. COVID is kind of like dwindling. People are getting back to everyday life. They are not sitting in front of a screen wanting to shop your live sale anymore. But guess what? people still want nails. These nails are booming. They are still the #1 nail product in the United States. People still want nails. We need to adjust the way that we run our business, and we have to get back to a system that Color Street was meant to be. And we didn't all learn it. I didn't learn to host nail bars, but I'm reteaching myself that it's the nail bar, not your VIP, that's going to be the main basis of growing a successful business. So I think that we can get creative, and I hope to start making some posts, and maybe we can do like some mastermind discussions, Zoom chats or whatever, where we talk about different ways to host parties. Okay. A nail bar does not have to be a Facebook 7-day, blah, 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 you know, where we're all getting invited to 1 million of them. That's not what a nail bar has to be. A nail bar is literally just you finding a hostess that wants free product. She loves the nails, and you're now exposed to all of her circle of friends. Okay. So that could be a sip and strips at happy hour at 4 p.m. at your favorite like watering hole, where you message all your friends, they come and they bring their friends, and you have a bag with you and you're selling nail sets there. It can be like, raise your hand if you did the secret sale, if you guys tried the secret sale. You guys, you can do that for a hostess. You can ask her, hey, I know you loved shopping my secret sale the other night. If you want to put together a group chat of 10 or 15 of your friends, I would love to host you your own personal private secret sale. It's 30 minutes, it's 20 minutes of your time. How easy would that be for someone that is sick of the typical Facebook 5-day, 7-day nail bar? So we can even have workshops. You know, you can have people buy bundles and do an overlay workshop or do a French manicure workshop. Are you still being exposed to different people and different circles? Absolutely. But I think that it's going to require us to get outside of the box a little bit. We've got to stop focusing and relying on our VIP. And we've got to stop just thinking that there's only one way to host a nail bar, because the sky is the limit on how to get in front of new faces and how to grow our warm market. Okay. And really, you guys, it comes down to color 10. Go back to your resources, and you're going to relearn those when you go through this Jumpstart group. But literally, it's getting nails on people. That's all this business is about, is getting nails on new faces, getting nails on new hands. And we do that through partying. We are literally a party plan direct sales company. Okay. There's no better way to grow your warm market than to do parties. So let's get creative. Yes, Erin, in-person parties are totally ramping up if that's something you're comfortable doing. People are hungry for connections. They're hungry to do things in person again. So use that to your advantage. Parking lot pop-ups. We've had some people post about how they would do it in their trunk. They will go to events or whatever. They get permission from an employer. They'll do a parking lot pop-up. Yeah, you're still being exposed to different people. If your friend wants to host the parking lot pop-up where she works, she can get free nails if you go and her friends buy. There's a million different ways, you guys, to host a nail bar and to grow your warm market. So let's get creative there. We don't need to sit here and complain that our sales are going down. We just need to pivot. You cannot be doing the same thing you've been doing over and over and over again and expect it to continue working. We're gonna have to work. And it's not just Color Street that has seen like this kind of languishing effect. One Hope Wine. I'm in a mastermind class with people from all across all direct sales, and they're all feeling this. And so just remember that sales is kind of like the stock market. Okay, so if you invested in the stock market 30 years ago and never looked at it, you'd be happy right now. You'd be like, damn, I am doing good. But if you looked at it in the housing crisis of 2008, and if you were to look at it certain times, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I've lost so much. This is horrible. I should jump ship. I'm going to jump ship and leave the second it gets hard. You guys know, we're coming off of COVID where it was increasing 300%. 300% is when you started. That was not realistic to maintain. So now we're kind of evening out. Okay. So just because we're on a down slope, we're still higher than when we started right here. The Color Street started here. It may have looked like this in COVID, and then we have to kind of even out. Okay. So sales are going to be like this, but if you're doing it right and pivoting, it's going to continue going up. You're going to continue building your business. So if you jump ship when it's in a little bit of a lull, understand that the business will still grow. We haven't even gone international yet. We are still a fairly new product. We don't have really any competition on the market. things are good. People still want nails. There are still people I meet every single day that have never heard of Color Street. All right. So lastly, I do want to take some time really quick. I'm going to recognize some Circle of Excellence hitters. I know that Lacey, hopefully Lacey's on. I don't see her face, but I know she's driving. Lacey, are you on? She can't get in. Okay, perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to hand it over to Lacey. I know there's a few people that she wanted to recognize as well. And then we can open it up to questions before we jump off. But I do want to recognize there are 6 people this month that hit Circle of Excellence. These people are high-level achievers. I'm so proud of them. Circle of Excellence kind of means you're the best of the best. It means not only are you selling, so you have $1,000 in personal volume, but it means that you've enrolled 2 people at least that month as well. So there's some people that are really good at selling, but they don't want to push past their comfort zone and enroll. Or there's some people that are good at enrolling, but they don't want to host nail bars and sell. So I do always like to recognize the Circle of Excellence people, because those are the ones that are going to grow their business. If you're not enrolling 2 people a month, you're probably not going to grow in rank, because that is really what it takes to do that. So Jenny Whaley, I don't know if you're on the call. We spoke earlier. Jennifer Pimentel, Kristen Becker, Kayla Springs, Charlotte McKay, Stephanie Alcantara. Ladies, and these are names you probably see on our charts. Yeah, let's give them a round. Let's give them a round of applause. I'm so proud. These are names that you see on our charts all the time, and they're doing the things that they have to do. They're working their business. These are ladies that struggle. These are ladies that have like real life problems in their lives, but they push through and they manage it with kids and work and loss and devastating things. They still show up to their business every day. I am so proud of you guys. And 5 of the 6 are in our, actually all 6 now are also in our Road to Executive program. So all these people that are growing their businesses all have their sights set at that big money for executive. So ladies, I'm so proud of you. I know we want to announce our biggest seller for Boss Nail Babes is actually, I'm gonna let Lacey handle our highest seller for this month. And I know she has some recognition she wants to do as well. Take it away, Lacey, if you're able to.
Hey, yes, I'm here. I'm so sorry. I'm like stopped on the side of the road. But yes, thank you so much for those awesome shout outs. Go team. You guys are awesome. There's so many awesome ladies that I'd love to celebrate. I want to share just a couple. And it's, you know what, it's kind of like a just because. Does that make any sense? Like a just because you're awesome type of shout out. So first off, I just want to shout out to my girl Lorraine Vasquez, because I can't tell you enough. She went live, first of all, in our little team space, Team Nail Swag today. And she just shared that, like, the importance of conference. You guys, this is what she's doing. And I just can't even, we all need to do this, but she's going live to conference. She was really nervous about going live to conference, but she did it. She made the commitment. She's in for her business. She is totally vested. She got some roommates. She's, you know, going to split the cost with them to make it possible. And I cannot even tell you how proud I am that she is going to somehow, some way, she's going to get a creative way to carry the names of every single one of her teammates with her across stage. So I don't know if she's going to like print it out really small and sew it in her dress, stick it in her shoe. I don't know what she's going to do, but she's going to do that because, as we all know, that this is a team effort. And that's something that she's going to do for us. And I just really wanted to shout her out today because I think that is really special. That's awesome. I mean, like, what do you think about that, Ashley? Is that the coolest thing ever? You'd probably need to carry the phone book.
Like, so selfless, typical of Rain, but yeah, she deserves all the recognition. For sure.
So then, yes. And then there is somebody else I wanted to shout out, Brandy Kohler. My girl, Brandy, so proud of you and, you know, Marcy and Tiara and everybody for organizing that paint night. I want to be honest, like, it was supposed to be at my house. And then my daughter joined rodeo and my life blew up. So I couldn't host, but she made it happen. And even though like I personally threw a wrench in that, it didn't even affect it. Like the machine kept running. And I'm just really, really proud that the ladies on our team are giving back to such amazing causes. So Brandy, so proud of you also. I don't know if you're on here, but anyway, love you. You're the best. And then,
I'm sorry,
yes.
I just wanted to say something.
Oh my gosh.
So much. I really appreciate it. It was my pleasure. I enjoyed it. I think all enjoyed it. And obviously she's my close friend. It was a good cause. And so I was happy to do it. And yeah, I look forward to more stuff in the future.
That's awesome. Yes, me too. Me too. Thank you so much. And then I get to announce the highest sales. Ashley, is that right? I'm so excited.
Yes, tell us who it was.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so highest sales for Boss Nail Babes, which also means highest sales for Team Nail Swag, was Brittany Ebner, BQ stylist, kicking it freaking out of the park. Yes, girl. Girls, she had $4,539.55 last month.
God damn. Woohoo!
That's right. That's amazing. I am just floored. I hope you're partying. You better be, girl.
Oh,
So way to go, Brittany. And just want to thank everybody for just being so positive. And I totally agree with Ashley. Like all these pivots, all these changes, like that's like Friends was way ahead of their time with the pivot thing, but like it's legit and we're just going with it. So thank you all.
Thank you so much for that. I love the recognition, and sometimes it's just because people that are putting in work every day should get the most recognition. So you guys, if you have questions, you can throw them in the chat or anything else that you want us to address before we jump off. Erin says Brittany partied her ass off. Yeah, she really did. And those of you that are in Road to Executive, you are killing it. You are working so hard. So you guys be on the lookout. I will send out an email with the information to the new Jumpstart group. So you guys can access it. You can add in there. Please do. I would ask all of you to add in there because I think none of us are above a little bit of a reboot or a refresher. And then make sure that you're getting your people in there. You will have to do accountability calls with new people that you enroll, but the whole onboarding process is not going to fall on your shoulders anymore. So let your teams know if they're not on. I apologize that it was capped at 100 people. I promise I pay my Zoom bill. I don't know what happened. But we're going to post this recording ASAP for everybody so they can rewatch and they can see what's going on. So in recap, we also wish Danette the most success. We really want our people to be happy. Like she has done things for our team that will remain in place forever. I love that girl. And honestly, I don't care what she does. Like she'll be successful no matter where she goes. She's just one of those people, just like a lot of you. If you want to be here, we want to work with you. And if you don't, we want to bless you on whatever path that may bring as well. Just like Danette, like she's always got a place here and with Boss Nail Babes because she helped build it. So Erin, the new training program, tentatively the 6th. We have most of the posts and the graphics done. There's just like one or two tweaks that we'll need to make. And I don't want to start a whole program and then be in the middle of conference and not have systems in place. So I'm hoping for June 6th, like in these next couple days. But we'll see. I'm kind of a hot mess, so we'll see. Could be the 7th, could be the 8th, could be the 5th. Probably not though. Anyone else need to add anything? Any of our leaders? Caitlin, I don't know if you're still on. If you want to add anything, let's see. If there's anything in the chat.
I'm here, but I have nothing to contribute tonight.
All right, all right. All right, you guys. Well, have a great evening. I'm looking forward to an amazing June. Go out there and party your asses off, you guys. Stop stressing your VIP groups. Let's book some parties. Let's get creative with the way that we run parties. And let's enroll those peeps so we can use that new Jumpstart group. Bye, you guys. Have a great night.